Now see this. We have to prove that the value of this determinant is equal to this one, right? So one observation you can make it is, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to make as many elements as possible to zeros, right? So either you can use this entire row, this column which is having all ones, and you can keep on doing like this, r2 equal to r2 minus r1, and then you can subtract it from here, you can subtract it from here. That is one method. You can make most of the elements 0 here, and then you can simplify it. Other simple method is, if you observe it, if I add c1 plus c3, if you observe these three elements, the second, third and fourth element of the columns, if I add c1 plus c3, it is going to be a square plus 2a plus 1, it is going to be 2a plus 2, and it is going to be 4. And similarly, if I add c2 plus c4, these two, I again get the same, a square plus 2a plus 1, 2a plus 2, and then 4. So you can add c1 plus c3 and then subtract c2 plus c4 from that, right? So you can add these two elements, c1 plus c3, and then you can add c3 plus c4, and you can subtract one from the other. Then we got this, right? So here, and then I'm going to replace the result with column c1. So the first element I am going to get this, you can check this, I am going to add these three, therefore a cube plus 3a, a cube plus 3a, minus 3a square minus 1, minus 3a square minus 1. Apart from this, all the remaining elements are zeros, simply zeros. Therefore I got all the zeros here, and then I got this element here. And now I'll try to expand the determinant across this first column. So already these three values are zeros, therefore there is no need of finding out anything for these three values, the cofactors. But then you can take this element and you can find out its cofactor, right? So how can I find it out? I have to remove this row and I have to remove this column, and then find the determinant of the remaining matrices and multiply with that particular element. So I'll take out this element, I'm writing it here, and I have removed this row and this column, and this is the resulting matrix, and I have to find out the determinant of that. So this is the determinant of that, right? And now if you observe this one, again I'll try to see that the most of the elements in this one is also 0. So just to see that, what I'm trying to do is, I'll subtract from R2, from R3 I'm subtracting R2, and from R2 I'm subtracting R1, so that these elements will become 0. So if I do that, I'm going to get this, these two elements are going to be zeros, right? And one more thing, if you observe this one can be simplified as a minus 1 whole cube. It is a cube minus 3abc, like that, okay? If you can expand it out, then it is going to be a minus 1 whole cube, right? So these two are same, and this determinant I got from these transformations, right? And most of the elements here are zeros. Therefore, since most of the elements in this column are zeros, I am going to expand the determinant across this particular column. So what do we get? So we have to take this element and multiply with we have to remove this and multiply with this one, right? And so I got this, isn't it? So look at this one, it is 3 1, isn't it? Sorry, 1 3, first row, third column. Therefore you have to multiply it with minus 1 power 1 plus 3. Here also it is 1 1, right? Here you have to multiply with minus 1 power 1 plus 1. That is why minus is not included here. I am directly taking the determinant of the resulting one. So I got this one, right? And now if you watch it, the first row is containing 1 minus a here, and here also 1 minus a. So I can pull out 1 1 minus a. And the second row, it is also containing 1 minus a and 1 minus a. So I can pull out 1 1 minus a. So I have pulled out 1 minus a here and 1 minus a here. Then resulting matrix is this. Now you can find out the determinant of this one. So the determinant of this one is a minus 1. So I get a minus 1 power 6. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.